Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Make Gains. Today, we're going to be talking about splitting the bill. Let's get into it.
Man, that's you. You know what you said? Yeah. Okay. What is?
That like 45 per person, 197.
Okay, that's like 45 per person. I'm not guessing. Oh, y'all slow. I'm not paying for $45.
What you mean? You still have 45?
$45, bro. I only had a taco.
Yes, you finished.
Oh, man, bro. Come on, man. I had a water. I had a taco and some water, man.
Yes.
I'm not paying $45 for this.
The drama is real, guys. So, have you ever been in this scenario? You go out with friends and you try to be reasonable, then the bill comes and everybody says, "Hey, let's just split it." There's a lot of ways to approach this. I know a lot of people have different opinions about it. But if you are all about making gains and you are trying to save money, you order something reasonable, you drink a water, and then your friends are out there getting alcohol, they're getting steaks, that kind of thing. Is it fair to split the bill? What do you think? Comment down below. Should you split the bill in that situation? If you're the person getting steaks, is it reasonable to ask your friend trying to save money, your friend who ordered pancakes and a water, to split that bill with you? I would say absolutely it's not. And if you are telling them that it is, then you're trying to take advantage of them. That's just plain and simple.
Should you pay for your friend's dinner bill? That was such a good meal. How do you want to split the bill? I think everyone should just pay for what they ordered. We should just split the bill evenly amongst the 5 of us. It's just so much easier that way, and we won't have to calculate taxes and server's tip. Well, that wouldn't really be fair. I got the cheapest things on the menu. It's not that big of a deal. We're friends, aren't we? You and Julie got steak, lobster, and wine. So if we split it, then the rest of us are basically paying for your meal. You'll probably get something expensive next time, and I'll cover it. It evens out. No, I won't, because I know what I can afford, and I'm not banking on others to pay for me. What do you think is the right way to pay for a meal with your friend?
Yeah, again, the only way I think this is fair is if you agree on this ahead of time, okay? Or, I mean, if you've got that friend group where you just know that that's how they roll, so, you're expected that every time you go out, that's just what you're going to do, that's fine. Know that, and then you can order stuff similar to what they get. Enjoy yourself. But yeah, if you're going out with a group of people you've never been out with before, yeah, I don't know that work out so well.
Here's how you know if your friends are cool or not. If you guys go out to dinner and everybody agrees to split the bill evenly, no matter what, awesome, they're valid. If not, if you have these guys that are trying to itemize the bill and send out Venmo requests for specific amounts based on what everybody ordered, get them out of your circle. They're dweebs.
Yeah, guess I'm a dweeb, y'all, because I'm just going to pay for my own. Now, here's the other thing. Yeah, this whole splitting it up at the end, that's not what you want to do either. You need to ask your server to split the bill, because I do agree. That's frustrating whenever you're trying to say, oh, what'd you get, and you're trying to do the math. No, get your server to do that. And all you have to do is when they come to the table initially, say, hey, can you put us on separate bills? And then you can say, I'm going to have XYZ. And then your friends that want to be together can say, can you put the 3 of us on one tab? Restaurants do that all the time. Servers can put it on 15 different checks if they need to. So don't think that that's a problem. You can also close yours out ahead of time. So you can go to the server and you can say, hey, I got the steak and chicken and that drink. And then they can close you out. And that way, whenever everything comes due, you're good to go.
Let's talk about group dinner etiquette at a restaurant. If I put it on my credit card, before we all get up at the table, if I sent you a Venmo request, you pay that Venmo request before we leave. You don't get a dinner for free just because it's on my credit card, and don't make me come chase you for it. I charge interest.
Now, to me, that is worse, having to send Venmo requests to all your friends. Now, I'll do this on things like a big grocery bill. I go camping with some friends and we'll split a grocery bill, but we're all sharing the same food, which makes it make a lot more sense. Now, if you are getting the bill and putting it on your credit card, and then you're just Venmoing everybody and you're agreeing that that's how you're splitting the bill, that's not a problem. And yes, you should pay that person and put it on their credit card because they are taking it all on and they shouldn't have to chase you down to get you to pay the bill.
My name is Ashley. I went out with a group of 8 friends for my best friend's birthday dinner at a nice steakhouse. Everyone was ordering drinks, appetizers, steaks, desserts, the whole deal. However, I am on a tight budget right now, so I kept it simple. I ordered a small side salad and a water. My portion of the bill came out to around $20 before tax. When the bill came, the server put everybody's bill together and had already added an automatic 20% gratuity because we were a large group, which was fine. But then my friend said, let's just split the whole bill evenly. Food, tax, tip, everything. For me, that would have made my portion of the bill about $75. So I pushed back and said, I didn't eat or drink half of what you guys did. I'm happy to cover my meal, plus a little bit extra for the tax and tip. However, I'm not paying for steak and lobster when I only had a salad. The table got really quiet. A couple of people said I was being cheap and making things awkward. And when you go out for a birthday dinner, you pay for the experience, not just what you ate. My best friend, who was the birthday girl, didn't say much, but I could tell that she was very embarrassed. So I ended up sending over just the money for my bill, and the rest of them split the bill together. Now, some people are saying that I ruined the night and made it all awkward about money, but from my perspective, I paid exactly what I owed and nothing less. So am I wrong for refusing to split the bill evenly? Ashley, baby girl, you're not wrong because you paid for your bill. But hear me, as your big cousin, if you can't only afford salad and water at the steakhouse, stay at home.
Now, that's an interesting one, too. So let's think about this. You are part of a friend group. Your best friend is having a birthday, and they invited you out to eat. Well, put yourself in the birthday girl's shoes. You invited your good friend out for dinner. They are in some hard times financially. Would you rather them not come because they're having some hard times financially and can't afford steak and lobster? Or would you rather them come, just order something light and get a water so that they can be with you to celebrate on your birthday? Now, I think anybody reasonable or any real friend would say, yes, please come. You don't need to get anything. I want you there, okay? But if they're going to give you a hard time because you come and just get a salad and then don't want to split everybody's food, to me, I'm not sure those are the best friends. So, yeah, you don't want to make things weird and awkward, okay? But I also believe the person saying, hey, let's just split it evenly. And this isn't always the case, all right? Like I said before, I think some friend groups are just, that's the way you roll, and that's fine. And if I'm going out with friends where I know we roll like that, I'm going to roll with it. But most of my friends don't do that because most of them understand that people order different things and you want to cover, you don't want to ask anybody else to pay for your food is the deal. And for these folks, I think a large percentage of the time, the person saying, hey, let's just split the bill is probably the person looking at the table thinking mine would probably be more expensive than everybody else. So I'm going to be at an advantage. I might be wrong with that. Okay. Not everybody's like that. There's some people just, they don't care about money at all. Okay. But if you're one of those people, you probably would not be watching this channel because this channel is about making gains. And part of making gains is not about being cheap, but it's about being reasonable with what you spend. So if you're going to go to a restaurant, obviously enjoy yourself, right? But if you're trying to make gains and you're trying to save money, you're trying to get out of debt, then there is nothing wrong with going to a restaurant to be with friends and ordering something inexpensive so that you can still be there and enjoy the time with them, but also not continue going further in debt. That is a good thing for you to do. But if your friends are going to give you a hard time about that, then maybe, just maybe, they're not the best friends for you. So that's something to think about.
What about at dinner?
I guess it just depends.
No.
Huh?
What?
What?
Dinner's not 50-50. The man pays.
Why?
If you're together, like,
Just throw both cards at it. Just like split it down the middle, whatever.
So I would love to hear your opinion on this one. I feel like this one has changed. So when I was younger, I think most people viewed this as if you're dating, I assume they're dating, the man's going to pay. And part of that is because the man wants to show that he can be a provider. All right. But we're in some different times now. And I think some women want to pay sometimes. Some couples want to split things. Some couples have separate bank accounts, which I've talked about in other videos. I don't think there's anything wrong with the woman paying the bill sometime, but I agree with her. I think the guy should cover the bill. But there's nothing wrong with it either way. I do think that that the guy should always plan to cover the bill, especially if you want that person you're dating to become your wife someday. If you're just dating for fun, I don't know.
No, absolutely not. 99% of the time, the only acceptable way to split a dinner bill in New York City is to itemize it. And the reason for this is every single person, when you go to dinner with your friends, deserves to enjoy the dinner in the way that they want. And in New York, everyone's financial standing is different. I have friends, I'm just going to say it. I have friends who literally make $60,000 plus more than some of my other friends. And when they go to dinner, they want to get whatever they want. And I would never want to stop that. Like, you go off, it's your dinner too. If we got this hot reservation, order everything on the menu. You do you. But I personally, I'm not going to be doing that right now. And I have friends who also are more conscious of their finances and just don't feel the need to drop $300 on a dinner. So when you sit there and you're in that position thinking about what everyone else is ordering and you're stressing about the money and if the average is going to go up, it ruins the experience. And same for someone who wants to ball out. If they know that we're splitting it, they feel awkward about ordering it. No. It is just better. Everyone pays for what they get. Obviously, if it's like a birthday dinner, everyone gets the same things. We'll split it down the middle. It's fine. But for instances where you're going to dinner with a group, the only acceptable way in New York City to split the bill is by itemizing it. And I will stand by that. So get a friend in finance, use a template, do it on Excel. Like, I assume everyone can do basic math, or use one of those amazing apps to do it. But splitting the bill down the middle is just like very insensitive to your friends who might be in a different place financially.
There we go. She's speaking my language. I agree with her. An even easier way to do it is to ask the server to split it. Most restaurants are not going to have a problem with this. You just tell the server, hey, can we get separate checks? And then they do it. And every now and then they may balk at it, but I don't know that I've ever had someone say they won't do it. But if it's a big party or something, yeah, they might not do it. But itemizing the bill is the only option, especially to her point. If you're with people who make a whole lot more than you and they want to order tons of stuff, they're ordering lots of appetizers, or, there's just no other way to do it. Because yes, certainly if you're at a fancy restaurant in New York and they're ordering multiple things and they're balling out, I mean, why would anyone expect them to expect a friend who is not making as much money or might be in college and not making any money to come and split the bill on something extravagant? I don't think most people would.
I'm a 29-year-old millionaire, and here's one of my big rules when it comes to splitting stuff with my friends. I am big on there is no such thing to me as, oh, just get my next one. If I am like, oh, hey, I'm going to buy you a drink, or if I just go to the bar and I'm like, ooh, I know what my friend is going to want, and I buy her a drink or something and I bring it to her, and she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. And I'm like, oh, no worries, just get my next one. That is so, to me, that is a X, because that is me saying, hey, yeah, I did this for you, even though you didn't ask, and now you owe me. And it just creates this really unhealthy dynamic and relationship with money where you're doing something but expecting something in return. And my biggest thing is, if I'm going to buy my friends a drink, it's just because I want to buy them a drink and I love them. And I'm like, here you go, here's your drink. And if they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll get your next one. I'm like, no. There's no strings attached to this. I just bought this for you. And that is a big.
Yeah, that's the way it should be with anything you buy for someone, right? So whether it's a drink at a bar or whether it's a car, you're not going to buy something for someone and then put strings on it. So you don't say, hey, I'm gonna get this one, you just get the next one. Now, there are plenty of times where that happens. Somebody says, hey, I'm gonna cover this one, and then you want to cover the next one. That's fine. But you should not expect that. And I don't think saying it is the best either, unless it's something you do all the time and you just say, hey, I'll get it this time, you get it next time. And that makes sense. But in her situation, somebody didn't ask for it, you're doing something to be nice. Like, yeah, you just cover it and then you're done. And nobody feels bad about it. They're actually grateful because you got them a gift. And that's a really sweet thing to do.
If you're trying to get better at managing your finances, you need to do this. Set financial boundaries with your friends. Most of us have been in that situation where it's a Friday night and your friends say, let's go to Dante and get drinks and have dinner. And immediately you cringe inside because you know you're going to be spending way too much money. If doing the expensive things simply isn't in your budget right now, suggest an alternate plan instead of just saying no. For example, I'm actually trying to hit a savings goal to pay off my student loans this month. Would it be cool if I just met you guys for a drink after? Just as talking about emotions can make you feel better in any situation, speaking openly and honestly about your finances can do the same.
Great advice. And you could also do different things, right? Like you could say, I don't know if you guys heard of pre-gaming, but that's when people would drink before they go to a bar so they don't have to spend as much money. You can do that with eating. You could eat and then go to the restaurant and just hang out and enjoy a drink. Or you could get a little appetizer or whatever, right? You could just get a water and still be there, still enjoy time with your friends. You already ate, so you're not hungry. You still explain what she said is that, hey, I'm gonna not eat with you guys, but I'll come and enjoy the time with you guys. And that way you can still enjoy your time with friends and you can still save money. I do this sometimes. My friends like to go to a movie. And I'm weird. I love watching movies, but I hate watching movies in the movie theater. I just don't like buying overpriced drinks and popcorn. I think the seats get uncomfortable after a while, and I don't want to miss part of the movie if I need to use the restroom. So what I'll do a lot of times is say, hey, I'll meet you guys for dinner beforehand, but I'm not going to go to the movie. They don't care. They're happy that we got to hang out for a minute. Now, there are a lot of different ways you can do this, but the point is, if you have real friends, they should be totally cool with you doing something a little different than they're doing so that you can spend time with them. So keep that in mind as you're navigating your relationships. Guys, that is all for today. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'd really love to hear your comments on all these down below. Put those down and maybe we'll feature those in a future video. Please hit that like and subscribe button and feel free to share this with a friend who likes to split bills. But we put out videos every Monday and Thursday with content like this. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Keep making those gains.